I think it's safe to say that the Cardinals have struck gold with Will Johnson. He was the third overall player on my draft board. He ends up falling to pick 47 for them, and in Week 1's performance against the Saints, he looked every bit the player I thought he could be coming out of college. He did everything you would have wanted a rookie to do in his debut performance. On this play, Gannon's got the Cardinals in a too-high shell. This turns into match quarters with Will Johnson at the bottom of the screen. Into this Saints trips look, his assignment ends up having to be Rashid Shaheed down the field, and as we know, that's a tough cover for anybody. Shaheed's going to be running a double move, running an out and up, but watch as Johnson continues to bail, stay over the top, while keeping his eyes on the quarterback Rattler. So when Shaheed does make his move outside, Johnson doesn't bite because Rattler hasn't thrown the ball yet. But as Rattler does, Johnson does a great job, again, boxing Shaheed out, staying over the top, tracking the ball, and it turns into an interception that's unfortunately called back because Max Melton held somebody on the other side of the field. Pretty ridiculous. He actually ended up covering Shaheed for most of the game, and he did a great job, which is fantastic because what a lot of people were concerned about was his foot speed, his agility. Could he keep up with these faster receivers? Which I thought was a pretty unfounded concern, but I digress. Here he is in press man coverage against Shaheed. He does a great job getting hands on him so he doesn't just run straight by him, stays in his shoulder. He does get a bit of separation, but you'll see Johnson doesn't turn around after he's beat looking for the ball. No, he looks at the receiver, plays through his hands, and that's a great pass breakup to prevent a touchdown. One of the things I loved most about Johnson as a prospect was just how instinctual of a player he was. There's a reason he finished his college career with more pick sixes than touchdowns allowed. Like on this play, the Saints are going to orbit Chris Olave to the left side of the field where they're trying to set up a screen, and it looks great. You've got two receivers for two DBs. He just have to come up and make this safety miss, and it can turn into a massive play. But watch Johnson sniff this thing out from the get-go. He's like, Chris Olave is this guy. The ball's going to him. So what's he going to do? He's going to fly downhill and lay the boom on Olave. Unfortunately, Olave can't catch a break, and he got injured for a bit on this play, but that's the kind of dog you want to see out of your corner. The Saints have some exciting weapons out wide. I thought Kellen Moore called a great game. This would be a tough matchup for any rookie in their debut, but Johnson met the challenge head on. He lived up to the hype, and again, I think the Cardinals have a steal in him.